Second attempt. Here we go. Enjoy the game, enjoy the game. By the way, I had to restart the stream because my PC decided to back out. I don't know what happened, but now it should be fine. No, no, no. I would. I got a problem with the PC. It blacked out without any actual reason, and the whole software like OBS, the whole computer started to lag so much I couldn't play. So I ended up the stream and I started another one after having restarted the PC, and now it is working correctly. I wish I found it. Welcome back, Thiago. Thank God, also this stream is back. I was tilting so much, I'm not even gonna lie. Nothing crashed, but the PC blacked out, and after having done so, it went back normal, I would say, but the whole thing was lagging, like completely. I couldn't play. I couldn't play for 3 hours in that way, so I ended out the session, I shut down the PC and I started over. I mean, it's unfortunate, but at least it happened in the first hour. I think I will delete the that sort of pre-gaming of the session. In the end, they were just 100 encounters. Yeah, it did. Not in this way, it was actually different. It was a problem with the monitor, but it didn't start lagging. It just blacked out because the monitor got a problem, but I could fix it. The PC was still working, but the problem is that it is probably too much. I'm stressing the PC too much. That's probably it, but I mean, what should I do? I'm not looking for another PC right now, that's for sure. I don't know, honestly. No, it doesn't. I think it says really. I got a doubt. Let me see. I'm pretty curious, honestly. Let me see. No, so the actual ID is yours, but in the infos it says from Rayleigh. Way better than changing the ID, honestly. I wouldn't have liked it. But at least it says Rayleigh in the infos. Yeah. It actually is. Way better. I hate when the ID get changed. Honestly, it doesn't really bother me. As long as the ID is mine, I'm okay. Like, yeah. Do you wanna hunt for the Rileys? Real. I see you doing that, by the way. You're the king of the longest hound. It is one of the most painful hounds, I think. Yeah, yeah. I saw a couple people going for it. Pretty interesting, I would say. Let's go. How's it going? Oh, so I guess they are drawing so far. As always. I mean, the plan never lies. Are you referring to the Riley's eggs? I have no idea, honestly. The only... No, I think I've always seen it. I mean, always. I just saw a single video, I think, about it. And it was not done in that way. But I honestly don't have any knowledge about it. I don't really care about the eggs. I just wanna hatch my Riolu. But not the Riley one. My Riolu. And that's it. Then I would be done. By the way, I got my right eye that hurts. I don't know why. Very close to tank 8, by the way. As far as I remember, he said that he wanted to go into the darker grass in black and white. I agree, honestly. Oh, alright. I honestly can't wait to see Thiago writing in his chat in a frequent way that he found a shrine. I really can't. It would be so strange as a thing. I could never get used to it. If you are gonna approach the Joro Star again, I guess it will be at least a shiny every, I don't know, 4 days. And all of them will be a freaking Totodile. I feel like he will get like so many Totodiles before getting the other ones. Me too. Hi Tom. Ring told me that they are 0-0. I guess you're disappointed. So the actual stream went from being a stream to being a marketplace to be a trading place. Let's go. Yeah, people, not me. Bad looks. I wouldn't be watching even if Irali was playing, honestly. Are you referring to my Tepig or to your Ducklet? I don't really see Tepig shiny, honestly. But if you feel confident about it, I mean... 10Ks and a half. I'll take it. I'll take it. But I will not get there tonight, that's for sure. That's unfortunate that I lost some minutes because of this stream. I mean, because of the... It actually crashed, so I had to restart the stream. So I think I will get to 10Ks for sure. I don't know if I will get to 10Ks and 100 or 10Ks and 200 or more. By the way, yeah, 900. It is perfect, by the way. We got 40 minutes before 100, and in 40 minutes I'm doing 100 encounters. Let's go. Enjoy. No, not 10Ks. In 60 hours I did 10Ks. In 100 hours it was 14Ks. Can't you learn Rock Slide? By the way, it's such a coincidence that I'm getting to 100 hours together with 10Ks. I love it. I have no clue. I don't want to be throwing numbers, honestly. I don't even know the players. I don't know the teams, the performance, I don't know anything. And I will for sure not be basing on what I read online. I mean, on what people say. Because there is so much misinformation. I hate how people are so freaking unknowledgeable about a sport and still talk. Like, if you don't know the things, do not talk. It isn't that difficult. I mean, it is by far the best rock move. That it can learn. So if you're looking for a rock move, that one is the one that you gotta go for. In my honest opinion. Like, it depends on the build, like on the goal of the Pokemon. I don't like the moves with no accuracy, so I'll for sure go for Rock Slide. Yeah, but that's actually the game, you know. I mean, you literally have to make up your own predicts when it comes to shiny hunting. It's not the same thing as a freaking football match. No, Rock Slide doesn't suck. It's a pretty solid move. You can accept the 90 accuracy. Well, only one. I would throw on it 2 rocks. 2 very big rocks. 2 Geodudes. Or 2 golems. That's also a fact. That's so true. Have fun. Have fun watching the pallone. Bro, male one. Do you decide the other members? I can't really help you. I mean, I don't know your tastes for the last one, so I can't really tell you which one I would make it a female. A Pokemon you could go for? Oh no, it is not gonna work. I mean, it would, but it is an underground type. You could go for Gliscor. That's a Pokemon that I love, but I never use. Oh, alright, fair enough. It is in my top 10 ever Pokemons, by the way. Such a precious Pokemon, and also shiny. Love it completely. It is. It really is. Such a solid Pokemon. But you would have two Pokemons that are extremely weak to an Ice Beam. Even if you're not gonna face an Ice Beam. I don't even remember if in the 7th gym the gym leader got Ice Beam. Or only Blizzard, I don't know. Yeah, I also think so. Fair. I would prefer a shiny Wailord as a female, but still fair. By the way, let me know whenever you get the last member. I mean, whenever you find it out. I'm such a supporter of Lucario, by the way. So cool. And that one is one of the shinies that I started to appreciate more by growing. At the beginning, I wasn't really liking it, because I didn't really like the color. But then when I grew, I started to understand that you actually have to see if the color suits the Pokemon, you know? It actually does, to me at least. I've always felt like Lucario was an Earth type together with a fighting type and not a Steel type. That's why, to me, that color actually works so much. Yep. If someone gave me the option to change it... No, it doesn't. I also used to think so, but it doesn't actually. If someone told me that I could change it, I don't even know how would I do that, honestly. Try to figure out a color that would be looking better than yellow. Like, that one is a pretty difficult shiny to color, in my honest opinion. I don't know. That color works on everything, but I don't know if that one should be the Lucario's color. Hold on, let me get it. Let me get a picture so that I can see all the details. It looks extremely good in yellow. It really does. Are you referring to the yellow that Gibble got in the chest, or to the actual light blue? Because in the end it would be too similar to the regular one, but it would still be okay. But not one of the shines that I would actually change that slightly. No, I don't really see green on it. I don't know. By the way, by googling shiny Lucario, I found a picture of a Lucario that is actually red, and it looks extremely aggressive. It reminds me a lot of Helioptile, unironically. Red is cool. There is not that much I mean, I like the contrast when it comes to colors on a single shiny, and a dark red is pretty similar to that sort of gray thing that it got on the body. So I don't know if it would actually work, but I don't think I would actually change the yellow Lucario, honestly. Would you color it in white, referring to the yellow part, so to the blue part, the original blue part, or or the white part would be the actually the other one? I don't really know how to explain it, but I mean there are two colors on Lucario, and one of them is blue. Do you want to substitute the blue with the white or the other one? The blue one, alright. I don't really know, because my thought about white as a color is that it rarely looks good on a Pokemon when it actually covers 70% of the Pokemon. To me, the white should be a color that actually covers only a maximum of half of the Pokemon. It would be too much. But I can't really imagine it being white on the other color. So like around the eyes and the legs. I don't know if I can't really imagine it being white. But I think that might be working more. But I don't know, because I've always felt like white should be a color that stays inside and not in the outside of the Pokemon. Tough to explain. I don't know if it makes sense to you, but yeah, I agree. By the way, we are now an hour into the stream. we should be an hour and a half into the stream. I mean, more than half, almost 2 hours. But anyway. Alright, don't worry. See you later. $100. Let's go. Let's go. Let me fix the timer. There we go. And 10Ks. Yeah, I guess. That's definitely not the best spot, but it had to happen for at least one of them three. The game actually made me feel like I wasn't going this long after the luck that I got for the first two. But again, I'm completely okay. When I started the wall round, I was accepting to get over 10Ks with way more than one of them. So I'm still blessed. I still feel like I'm blessed. Let's go. By the way, I'm curious. Let me see the result of the match. Let me Google it. Oh, 2-1. 2-1. Spain is winning. Let me get a bit acknowledged before the guys come on stream. Yeah, it was so cool because it was the exact same encounter of me getting to 10Ks that I went to 100 hours. If you want to see that, go like 15 minutes back. It was so cool, I loved it. It was perfect, what a coincidence. By the way, imagine getting excited for such a thing. By the way, let's set a freaking goal for tonight. So if I was getting to 200, it would take me an hour, so I would get up to midnight, and I would be okay with it. So for now, let's get to 200. Hi Serene, how are you doing? Yeah, it was so smooth. It was huge. If I was getting this shiny in that encounter, it would have been a blast. All good, all good. We just did 10Ks for the last starter, but all good. Are you hunting for something? By the way, in the meanwhile, I'm also resetting on my main profile for the dive balls from the NPC that drops them. So because I already transferred them over from the GBA files, so I can't go on with them. I gotta wait for the next day. But why not? I'm resetting for the dive balls in another file. Just because, I mean, for example, right now during the battle I'm able to do other things, so. But I'm not getting dive balls. I already resetted like 12 times. I don't even know how many dive balls I got in my main profile. I will check. I'm pretty curious. Because today I reached 100. I mean, in 2 games I got way more than 100. I mean, I got like 120 in 2 of my Argon and Soul Silvers. But like, on average I got 100 in every single file in Argon and Soul Silver, getting ready for Suicune. You never know. No, I'm not. I'm just hunting for the starters. This is my first ever hunt in Unova, so that's why it is so precious to me. I already collected Oshawott and Snivy. I'm only missing Tepig, and then we will be done, and I will be back to my main generation, Gen 4. And I will also be hunting in Gen 3, in the next hunt. But no shiny living ducks for me. Let me see how many dive balls I got. So 6. I've only been collecting them in this way, so I'm collecting 3 of them every time I feel like. Today is one of them, so give me a freaking die ball. No, where is it? By the way, 14,500 in 100 hours. It is pretty fair actually. Thank God I was lucky with Navi and Osho, because I was actually predicting that I was going extremely long with this phase, and my math was actually correct. If only I didn't get that lucky, I would still be in a very bad spot. So far, I could have only collected one of them. I'm extremely far ahead, I'm so happy, honestly. Such a boost. Still no light bulb, that's unfortunate. I'm not counting the resets, but I should be around 14. That's why it is so bad as a thing to be resetting for the die balls in Gen 4. It is way better to move them from Gen 3. Reset number 15. I'm sorry, but I'm not really able to get what you said. I don't really know anything about the games after Pokemon X and Y. I don't really know the mechanics and that stuff. I'm sorry. But how does it show up? How does it work? By the way, cool to see that the Moonball is actually something also in the newest games. I didn't know that, honestly. I thought it was only related to Argon and Soul Silver. A very cool ball. Not even close to be one of my favorite ones, but I like it. Pretty sad that I don't actually used to catch anything in those type of balls in Argon and Soul Silver. Only because they are not supported by Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, and I'm always moving my shinies to Pearl, so that's why I never use them. Very cool, very cool. I love Lunatone. And also Solrock. I love both of them. I love all the freaking Pokemons, unironically. All of them are so unique in general, in their own way. Baralux. Yeah, I saw that. Did they score again? Or it just ended up being 2-1? 2-1, alright. I was actually checking the result just to be aware. 1 in 10,000. Bro, it is it is rare, almost twice a shiny in that game. I mean, are the odds 1 in 4,000? If they are 1 in 4,000, is it possible that Pokeball is rarer than a shiny? Yeah, unfortunately. But it was so cool because I actually went over 10Ks in the exact same reset. I mean, I went over 100 hours. Like, the counter touched the number 100 in the same exact reset in which I was getting to 10Ks. It was extremely cool. I wish I got this shiny in that frame. Did they play good at least in the second half? It's actually true. pretty strange and sad, I would say. But I mean, when it comes to a playthrough, you can literally use anything. This is, by the way, my arm. I'm stretching the whole thing. Alright. Welcome back, Ring. Yeah, still no barbecue. Are you only referring to the match or to the world competition? They did, for sure. All you can eat are Roadhouse. God bless. What a plus. After every single freaking regional, we were getting to the to the Roadhouse to plus with the all you can eat. No, it is fair. I mean, at least last time I went there, it was 10 euros. It is pretty fair. You can eat how many ribs you want. My PR was 6 plates, and I failed the PR the last time. PR. I felt extremely bad. No, that's unfortunate. I didn't know that. But, I mean, it was something I could have expected, honestly. I didn't thought about it. Pretty fair, it is only foundable with the Super Rod. But you gotta go in the... like, in Sunday. There's the all you can eat. Only in that day. It is broken. I mean, not broken because that day there are so many people, and it happened that sometimes they were getting the ribs. They were bringing me the ribs that were actually cold. But I mean, it happens. After the third plate, I would say it is free. I'll accept it. By the way, if you wanna If you accept a suggestion from me, do not get the spicy ones. They are not good. I do like the spicy things. They are just not good. By the way, Ring, did you regret watching the second half? I mean, 3 goals. Are you satisfied? Bro, I'm not getting the dive balls in Pearl. Give me the dive balls. It's huge. I'm almost at 20 resets. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I mean, that one is actually the plan. You should just join the matches when it comes to the second half. By the way, the last time I went with 2 friends of mine. The last time was actually like 3 months ago. But I went with 2 friends of mine to the roadhouse to get the all you can eat, and one of them actually collected one of the ribs by mistake that was spicy. When they arrived, I told him, bro, they are spicy, they are not what you asked for. And he told me, I mean, I will just eat them and ask for the next plate, like, I'm not gonna bring it back. I can't even tell you what happened the day after in the bathroom. He told me the craziest things, ironically. Not the best experience, I would say, all because of the freaking spicy ribs. Because the regular ones are pretty okay. Doesn't trigger anything in the stomach. By the way, today's goal is to get to 200, and then I will see if I wanna go on. Right now I don't think so, but we will see. Go for it. Do you already start with the 100? I mean, going for them, or do you still gotta do the wall pull? I would just like to find a freaking dive ball from this NPC and then turn off the device, unironically, but I can't. 20 resets for 3 dive balls and a freaking earth scale. I still didn't get it. Alright. Oh. Let's go. the new grind. I can't wait for the freaking duck to shine and see the reaction in the chat. Are you referring to the I don't know, is it called like the changing thing when it comes to the gender? I don't remember if that thing was a feature that was only working in Argon Soul Silver, or you're just referring to the sprite. I mean the shape, the placement. I will actually check. There are so many Pokemon that in Platinum I never saw, or I saw just once. So I don't know. Hold on. Oh yeah, way worst. yeah, for sure. Oh my goodness. The one from Platinum is way worse. Yeah, I agree. An incredibly good looking shiny, by the way, Milotic. But my Phoebus will never become Milotic. In the end, I already got a shiny Milotic. I got the event one, and I don't care about getting another Phoebus. I will never hunt for it. I just wanted to get Phoebus. Yeah. Yeah. Hands down. The Gyarados sprite in Argon Soul Silver is the peak. Too broken. Why don't you go for it right now, instead of wasting time on the other game? I can't get the eyeballs. Bro. Are you kidding me? Fair. So you actually prefer money to a shiny Ducklet? Disappointing. Wasn't expecting this from you. Are you serious? Didn't you find anything from April? Do you have any idea of how many encounters you did in that exact file? Like from April, from the last one, from the last shiny you found. I'm pretty curious, honestly. Yeah, I guess. By the way, Thiago, why don't you go for Phoebus? Unironically, like getting the regular one will take you no more than 2 hours. Mathematically. Then it depends. But it is actually built in a way in which you are not spending more than 2 hours in that place to find the tail. My Baltic is a pretty cool and not that much used Pokemon in the end. Oh, 28k. Not bad at all. Oh, alright. I have no idea. I don't have any idea how that thing does work, honestly. Yeah, but I don't think that Thiago wants to get the event. I mean, wants to play with the event because he's looking for a Pokemon for the team. And knowing him, I guess he doesn't want it. By the way, that's a cool number. That's it. 10,101. Can't get the eyeballs. Insane. A water type is always difficult to find in Sinnoh, by the way. Unless you wanna go for Floatzel, but I guess you don't. All of the other ones are pretty weak. That's pretty unfortunate. I once tried to use a Zoomeril. Because the day that I fell in love with a Zoomeril was when I was playing Pokemon Y. Because it was broken. So when I went back playing the old generation games, I was like, let me give a shot to Azumarill. It was the weakest thing in the world. Hi Browns. Why in a shy voice? What happened? Top 5 Gem 5 Shinies. So first place Volcarona, second place Ember, third place Gigalith, fourth place Garbodor, fifth place Cofagrigus. Glad to see you right now. And happy to show you a shiny Tepig. Oh, I forgot the 6th Tepig. It's unfortunate. That's why it didn't shine. Top 5 regular Pokemons of Generation 4. Hold on, let me complete the encounter and then I will get the pool as always. Even if I kinda have all of them in mind. I could actually see them even if I don't have them, but I don't wanna be missing anything. You never know. But with Gen 4, like, I'm such a fan in general of the final stages, and in Gen 4 they added so many of them. Let me see. Bella Judge, how are you doing? Alright, let me get the picture. There we go. This might be the hardest one to do. I'm not even gonna lie. This will take me time. I pretty much like half of the final stages of every single freaking line. It is too tough. I'm gonna remove all the legendaries, because if not I would be wasting so many spots. Of course. No, Magmortar is actually not in the top. Because when it comes to the regular Pokemons, for example, I prefer Electivire. And Electivire is already in the top 5. For me, like 100%. I prefer Electivire between them two. But when it comes to the shiny, I prefer Magmortar. I still love Magmortar, but I know that it's not gonna make it far into the top. By the way, it's gonna be tough. So, let me see the Tepigs. There we go. I just wanna do a briefing of all my favorite ones, and then I will try and cut some of them to be able to do a top. So, Gliscor, Mamoswine, Togekiss, Electivire, Lucario. I mean, I'm so based, but what can I do about it? Also, Drapion is broken, but I already know I'm gonna drop it. I mean, I already know it's not gonna make it. All of them are so cool. I also love Rotom. I mean, not Rotom itself, but Rotom Wash is my favorite one. But it's not getting to the top 5. Let me see. There's also some Bipom and Rampardos. I love them. And Roserade, I would say. These are all the ones that are potentially making it to the top 5. What I'm already sure that is gonna be in the top 5 is Electivire, Gliscor, and Togekiss. Togekiss is another one of those Pokemon that I'd love to be able to live with IRL. I'm probably putting on the first place. I mean, as the first place. No, let me start from the bottom. So I will need time. But also Lucario is making it to the top 5. I'm so based, guys, I know it, but I'm not gonna drop a Pokemon just because it is mainstream. That's something that I really think is wrong. By the way, I think the top 5 in general. Hold on, let me see if they are 5. Electivire, Lucario, Magnezone, Gliscor, Togekiss. There's also Mamoswine actually. There are 6 of them, I gotta drop one. I'm probably dropping Magnezone for Mamoswine with a lot of tears, but that's what I'm doing. So, 5th place, I would say Mamoswine. 4th place, Togekiss. 3rd place, Lucario. 2nd place, Electivire. 1st place, Gliscor. That's my top 5. super sad that I dropped Roserade and also Rampardos, but not enough. Oh, nice, that's good to hear. All good, I would say. Everything is great. Yeah, Toiki is 4th place. I'm referring to the regular ones, not the shiny forms. Of course. Yeah. Don't you like it? Isn't it a loved Pokemon in general? No, it does not. It does not. I will always have a crush on Gliscor. Since I saw it in the anime. It's extremely cool. One of the... Let's go, I got the eyeballs. Finally. Finally. Ah. Let me save. We got 9 eyeballs so far in Pearl. It's gonna be the Pokeball in which I will collect the Cresselia. Bro, I don't know, I don't really care about which one looks better between Glarinum and Diamond and Pearl. I was just talking about the Gem 4 Pokemons. I mean... I don't even remember the difference between Diamond and Pearl and Platinum, honestly. Let me Google it, but... Hold on. I couldn't care less. I was talking about the overall top. Let me see if I get the comparison. I mean, I prefer the one from Platinum, but I also like the one from Diamond and Pearl. It seems a bit like altered, I would say, but I still like it. But I don't really care if this sprite doesn't look extremely great. I was referring to the Pokemon itself. When I have to think about the top, I'm always thinking about the best looking sprite. And of course it's the one from Platinum, for me. It seems a bit too raw, the one from Diamond and Pearl, but I still like it. Gallade is also a pretty solid Pokemon. I like it. Oh, you prefer the one from Diamond and Pearl? That's interesting. I mean, it doesn't look bad to me. It is pretty fair. But I'm not only referring to the eyes, I'm actually referring to how it is placed in the, like, in general. I like it being not seen from the front. But the shiny is probably one of the most incredible things in the world. Yeah, it really does. It is extremely aggressive, I agree. And I like that thing, honestly. Gliscor is, by the way, another Pokemon that looks extremely perfectly with the as it called, the Quick Ball. I completely forgot about it. So there are 3. Mothim, I mean 4. Mothim, Drifloon. I mean not Drifloon, because Drifloon doesn't have anything light blue. Only Drifblim matches perfectly with the Quick Ball. So Drifloon, Gliscor and Mothim. I also will hunt for Gligar in the future. Not in Diamond and Pearl, but I will. By the way, I think that Gligar exists only in Platinum. I'm not sure, let me Google it. But if it existed, hold on. Oh no, it does exist. I was capping. Oh no, with the... I was not capping, you had to insert Emerald. I was right. I would have... Because I actually never used Gliscor. That's actually because in my childhood I didn't have Platinum. I would have used it for sure if I did. I mean, you should actually collect an Emerald version. But honestly, just hunt for it in Airgold and Soul Silver. I mean, in Airgold, because you can find it in Soul Silver, and move it to Diamond and Pearl. Doesn't really change anything in the end. You aren't hunting for Gliscor, you're hunting for Gligar, so... I could understand if you wanted to find Gliscor in the wild with that cool sprite, but in the end you're hunting for Gligar, so doesn't really change. By the way, building a top 5 clarifies a lot of things in my head, unironically. I lived all these years without knowing which one was my favorite Pokemon from every generation. I just knew that... I mean, I knew all the ones that I preferred the most, but I didn't really do any sort of race between them. I ate it. I ate the majority of the babies. I really think they are very bad looking. Anyway, but yeah, it is clarifying so many things in my mind right now. I wouldn't have said that Gliscor was my favorite one, but it actually is. So in the end, let me do it again. I ended up saying 5th place Memozoin, 4th place Togepiss, 3rd place Lucario, 2nd place Electrival, 1st place Gliscor. Yeah. Yeah, there is. It's gonna drop you a 66.6 Gligar and 33.3 Growler. It is pretty good. But make sure to hunt with a freaking Golduck with Dump when you go in that place, please. Unless you wanna Master Ball a freaking Growler. I'm also planning on doing that hunt, by the way. My goodness, they are so slow. Good luck on them. By the way, I'm missing 15 encounters to get to 200, but I think I will get to 300, so we will be collecting 600 today. Still more than the average, so... Let me see how many encounters I collected more compared to my previous schedule, just to see how much advantage I got. So I stopped to go for 500 since I was at 6,000. So here I gained 200, 100, another 100, so 400. Oh, cause here a double session. I mean, that doesn't really count. Yeah, I gained almost 800. Pretty good. By the way, I don't really know what is happening to my AirPods, but they are not running out of battery anymore in 3 hours. Like every time I was getting to 2 hours and 58 minutes in the stream, the AirPod was gonna die. But right now, I don't know, they are working actually. Pretty strange. I know that I'm only 2 hours and 20 minutes into this stream, but I already did a 50-minute stream before this one. That unfortunately went how it went, so yeah. $101 hour. Yeah. With all the times that I dropped the case, I'm actually wondering how is it possible they still work. I try to take care of it and pay the more attention I can, but whenever you use such a thing this much, and you also move it in the end, because I mean I bring it every freaking where I go. It's not like the consoles that I only play with them when I'm sit here in the setup. In the end, it is actually pretty usual that the case falls down, but they still work. Probably one of the best things that I've ever shopped in my entire life, the AirPods. Hands down. I will do it 1,000 times again. If someone was telling me that, I don't know, every year I had to throw them away and buy another one because they were stopping working, I would buy them again. It would actually mean paying 10 euros every month for probably the most useful item in the world. I don't know, like they are too broken to me. I could never live without the AirPods. Imagine going to the gym with the freaking cable. There's no way. Oh, that's why the AirPods became stronger. Because I always bring them to the gym. They freaking do the bench. Yeah. By the way, tomorrow the ghost itself is gonna eat the legs. Let's go. Hold on. Let me see if I already saw what the thing is. Let's go, congrats, Tom. Congrats. I can't really see it right now. I mean, I don't know the mechanic, by the way. Is it something similar to the Megas? Is it an in-battle thing, or you can permanently change the type? That's what I was referring to. Alright. Cool. So it actually is the same, I mean, works in the same way. So you change the type of a Pokemon, and in which way? I mean, can you choose the type, or do you have already like scheduled types? Oh, that's pretty good actually. So you can choose between any single type. That's broken actually. And you change it during the battle, so like in competitive it should be broken. It is an ironically the Greninja's ability that was already broken, but imagine being able to do that thing for every single thing. I mean, not the same thing, but the concept. I mean, you're actually deciding this tab. That's insane. So many broken mechanics. Is a water type fortress actually a thing? Tell me it is actually strong. I will go out of my mind. By the way, introducing such a thing is something that completely changes the meta game. Can you apply that thing to... I mean, I hope at least that you can only apply that thing to a decent amount of Pokemon. So like, I don't know, 10 Pokemon and not too many. That would be like huge if you could do that for everyone. Tell me that the number is around the one of the Mega Evolutions, because bro, that's insane. I don't know, That's wild. Thank God you can only do that once. Imagine if you could do that twice. Without even using the item. That's insane. I have no idea how the Dynamax thing works. I only know there are bigger Pokemons, but I don't know how that thing works in competitive. What are you talking about? So you're actually doubling this tub. How can you guys tell me it is not broken? Yeah, I guess, Tom. Yeah, I was assuming that the Pokemon was getting this tab. By the way, that's also insane, Thiago. But can you... I mean, how does the thing work? I mean, the Dynamax thing. Do they... Oh no, because they get big... Like, wasn't it the... I don't know, I might be making up things, but wasn't it called the... I remember about the Pokemon becoming like giant, but I can't really see that thing in competitive. How does it work? Or it's just not it's not the same thing that I'm talking about, and I'm confusing. I don't know. Oh, alright. It was that one. I can't really imagine a Pokemon becoming giant in a competitive battle, but it's just because I am not used to it, I guess. Oh, alright. Now everything works. Insane. By the way, what are they doing? I was actually thinking that the Megas were broken. Imagine. I mean, not broken, but honestly, I think that the Megas were balanced. Apart from some of them. For example, Mewile was extremely unfair as a Mega. It was the second ever Pokemon that I breeded after Gible. I wanted a freaking Mega Mewile, perfect. Oh yeah, also Kangaskhan. True. I mean, there were so many Megas that were banned, as far as I remember. Mega Gengar. Is the weather trio Thunderous, Tornadoes, and Landorus? Oh yeah, also Mega Rayquaza. I don't know if they were the best mechanic, because I have no idea. I mean, I kind of have an idea about the newest ones right now that you're telling me, but I don't really have that much knowledge to be able to say that, but I love the Megas, honestly. What I'm, at least that's what I feel like by reading what you read, by reading what you wrote. The Terra thing seems extremely skilled. Like it makes it, at least I know nothing right now about the metagame, etc., but it seems to be making everything way more complicated. So I actually like it. I mean, in the end, if you can do that for every single Pokemon, it is balanced. Broken, like the power creep is of course extremely high, I would say, coming to this point, but I feel like it seems to be extremely skilled, so I support it. So I saw a couple of things about the Z moves, because a friend of mine was playing during the classes at the university, but I don't know, I just saw that he was using an additional move. I don't really know how it works. Yeah, I guess. But also, you're gonna be exposed to so many threats thanks to that mechanic. Also, like team building, playing around a specific Pokemon that you're weak to is gonna be, like, you're gonna be weak to way more other Pokemons. I love it, by the way. But I don't know, when it comes to having to do these many predicts, doesn't it falls into the randomness? From my experience, not playing Pokemon but playing other games, that's what I came up with when there was too much predict to do. I love when it comes to having to do a lot of predicts, but whenever they are too much, it's gonna be extremely random to prepare a team for an event. That's how I'm thinking about it, I guess. I might be wrong, I don't know. I never really played Pokemon as a game, but kinda know how it works to prepare an event. So it seems not to be easy. But it actually depends on the meta, but like the meta is gonna be way bigger, I guess. Oh, everything? So before the battle, you already know everything? Like, you already know which Pokemon is gonna be the Terra one? Bye, Tiago. See you in the next one. Have a good night. So if you... Oh, that's at least good. I thought it was blind. If you actually know the opposing strategy, it's at least a good information. But I was referring to building the team before the event. It's gonna be extremely tough to do the predicts on the metagame. I mean, in the end, in every event, the metagame is different. Or at least in Yu-Gi-Oh! It was in this way, and I guess it actually applies to all the games. Like, to win an event, you gotta be a step ahead with the predicts, with the evolving of the metagame. Stellar type. Oh, I saw that. I think wasn't there introduced a legendary that was of that type? It was like a turtle or stuff like that. And does the Pokemon get this tab in every single move? Alright. By the way, do the Megas still exist? How does it work? Can you actually... Like, is it something that has been left behind? Or it still exists, it is still usable? I have no idea about how this thing works when it comes to the tournaments. So in every single generation, like you can't use the previous things. Right, so you gotta play another format, like an old format to be able to play that thing. I guess there are tournaments that are dedicated to older formats. Alright. Hi Eli, good evening. Does the game actually have a lot of, like, are there any, I don't know how to express it. Are still these many people that actually play older formats in Pokemon? Because in the end, in Yu-Gi-Oh, for example, there is the Gold format, the Edison format, and all the other ones that exist from the past are formats that no one plays. Is it the same thing for Pokemon, or there are actually people that play them? Because in the end, if you gotta leave the world mechanic behind, I suppose that there are so many people that still play them. That's pretty sad, actually. I don't like it, honestly. I know that you can't put all together because it would be such a mess to have during the right now's meta game, having the megas, the other moves, like that stuff would probably be too much, but thinking about the world format being dead, done for good, I don't know, it is a waste. It seems like being a waste to me. But I mean, that's how it goes in the end. Yeah, but... Oh. Alright, so I was actually missing a piece of the puzzle. I thought that you could actually play the oldest formats with the newest games. So just changing the I don't know, the mood of the battle, like the mode of the battle, I don't know. So you still move all the Pokemon to the newest games, and then by playing on, I don't know, Scarlet and Violet, you can actually play the old formats. That is actually what I was thinking too. Then it actually makes sense. I mean the old meta games with the I'm referring to the old games the competitive of the old generations. Yeah, but I mean, do people actually join tournaments on Showdown? I mean, do tournaments exist? If they exist, then it is okay. Not the same thing, but still cool, I mean. I'm just trying to understand if Showdown works as Dueling Book works. On Dueling Book there were people that were actually gambling. And I guess it is the same for Showdown. Alright. We are missing 85 encounters. Alright, that's what I was actually missing. Pretty sad, but in the end it makes sense. Is there anything else that is excluded from the newest games, from the competitive, apart from the mechanics of the oldest games? Is there a chance that some old Pokemons are excluded just because they don't belong to the newest region? They aren't foundable in the newest region. Oh, alright. I mean, cool. Awkward, because it means that they they will actually, I mean, unless they add the oldest mechanics to newest ones in a same game, it would be that they don't have any more ideas. So pretty strange. And that means that you can actually not use those Pokemons in the competitive. I'm kind of reminding about a friend of mine telling me it was 2018 when he told me. But he told me that you can't actually play in the competitive of a game with a Pokemon that wasn't born in that region. But for example, let's suppose that Scizor exists and it is available in Scarlet and Violet. I don't know if it is. If I'm moving my Scizor from Gen 4 to Scarlet and Violet, can I use that exact Scizor in the competitive? Or I can't just because it was not born in that region? Because this friend of mine told me so back then. What is the most popular format that exists? If there is one that is the most popular one, I'm referring to that one. I mean, it is for sure the one that I would be caring about. Oh. Got it. Alright. Pretty interesting. it's cool to know these things right now. Back in the day when I chose the game that I wanted to play competitively and I chose Yu-Gi-Oh, I chose to left behind Pokemon for forever. I mean the competitive. I mean, if I didn't choose Yu-Gi-Oh, I would have gone for Pokemon, that's for sure. It is curious to to know these things right now. I didn't think I would have ever touched anything about it again. I mean, I didn't really touch anything about Pokemon in the competitive in general in my life. But I only like to know some of the things. The base things, I would say. But now, I'm starting to learn new things. Yeah, I know that thing, Tom. I just had this friend of mine that told me that thing, and when I learned that thing, I was shocked. But in the end, like everyone actually, I guess that everyone cheats on the Pokemons. Like I don't really think. I mean, right now, as far as I understood, it is extremely easy to breed a perfect Pokemon. And also to change the EVs, also the IVs. Like you can change the IVs. It is wild as a thing to think about. But I don't know. Like whenever I knew something about the competitive, so many years ago, everyone was actually cheating the Pokemons because it was like too long to freaking breed a Pokemon. The metagame was evolving and you didn't even end up breeding the Pokemon back in the day. It was taking too much time. Oh, by the way, the Hyper Train was introduced in Gen 6 and it was extremely cool. Such a cool thing to train the EVs. You can also change the abilities. Alright, let's go. You can literally restyle the whole Pokemon. Feels strange, but I like it honestly. At least you have, I mean, the Pokemon you use is always the same even if you change it. Pretty strange to think about it, but I like it honestly. Yeah, I guess. It seems to be way more accessible to play. I mean, to breed. Yeah, now I can. But if I'm moving, I mean, if I'm becoming a ghost type, it means that before I was another type. So which type? Tell me. Oh. Don't they rotate? By the way, did you see that they announced the second YCS in Bologna? Are you happy about it? I'm extremely triggered, by the way. I'm not even gonna lie. There is no way that the freaking... Bro, I quit the game in 2022 after the Euros, and they in 2023 dropped the first freaking YCS in Bologna. That is my freaking city. Bro. And another one in 2024, so it is actually... I don't know, like... Apart from me, also a friend of mine quit. A very close friend of mine, and whenever they announce a freaking YCS in Bologna or a big event in Bologna, I always tell him, and I express him how triggered I am. It's insane. Can't believe it. It is such a joke. And also having a freaking top in your curriculum of the freaking city you live in, like, imagine. It was the ultimate goal. No, the ultimate goal is winning the freaking YCS. But imagine winning the one from Bologna, like, bro. It would be so cool. It would have been so cool. Facts. Facts. I mean, I don't know right now, but when I was playing, I probably wouldn't say the strongest, but like a lot of them. There were a lot of them. Even if they were not the strongest, I would say. No, they probably were. I don't know. But yeah, Italy is pretty good, I would say. I mean, was. But as far as I heard, it still is. By the way, I don't really think that they did that because of that. It is true, the fact about the pro players, but it is a pretty strategic place to do that, honestly. It was also Milan was, but Milan was pretty different because getting from the airport to the location wasn't really the best thing to do. But Bologna is a pretty strategic city. I mean, that thing doesn't mean anything. It happens, actually. You can't really say that just because of that. But in the end, in general, the northern part of Italy is pretty good as a location. I would say it's pretty accessible from everyone to everyone. Yeah, that's the point. By the way, yeah, it is still early. It is only midnight. It is pretty fair. But I will still stop at 300. 600 today, we broke 10k, we broke 100 hours. Pretty good. By the way, I should be back on stream both tomorrow and the day after. But I will not on Wednesday. Once they were doing the OSS in Madrid. Don't remember if there were others apart from the one from Madrid. I don't really remember. I mean, when they were dropping Madrid, I wasn't even playing. In 2014, I think there was Madrid. I don't know. Let me see. I think that Madrid might be the only one. Yeah, the legendary one. The legendary win. Have you ever seen the top 4 played? It was in the top 4, not in the final. It was against Zoppini. Insane. And what was even more insane is that it seems that people literally forgot about it. And I'm actually happy about it in the end. That Joshua was able to build a career without having to ruin the world reputation only because of that. Oh, did he win Bologna? But how many YCS wins does he have? He got 5 right now because of Bologna. We are just talking about Yu-Gi-Oh! Eli. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. As far as I remember, he should have 5. And LeBlanc should be the only one that got 6. As far as I remember, it was LeBlanc, Cotton, and Joshua that got the most. Maybe also Torres, I don't remember. But I think he probably got less. Yeah, I think he has. I mean, I think he does. As far as I remember, he is the one that got more. But I'm pretty sure that Joshua got 5, so he should have 6. I never known the lore about it, by the way. I saw everyone saying so on Zodiac, but I never know anything about it. I couldn't care less, honestly. But if you'd like to tell me, it would be pretty funny, I would say. By the way, like, how's it going with the shinies? Next question. See you tomorrow, Ring. Have a good night. Thank you so much for being in my company. It's a pretty hard debate, honestly. Personally, I think that the... By the way, personally, I think that the TCG players are more skillful, honestly. There is more quality, I would say, in the eastern part. But and also the most recent World Championship was won by an American person. But as far as I remember, the Asian people should be the one that got the most World Championship wins. But to me, the TCG players are more skillful compared to the OCG ones. By the way, that quote is pretty huge. And it's actually so true in the end. Looks, how's it going with the hounds? Alright, alright. What are you playing? I would 100% not know the game, but I'd still like to ask you. I don't know it. last encounter, and we will actually get to 102 hours with the last encounter. Let's go. Shiny last encounter. 102 hours. Perfect. And we got nothing. Let's go. 10Ks and 302. Guys, I want to thank you so much for being in my company as always. Really, thank you so much for spending your time with me. We're actually getting pretty deep in. Hopefully tomorrow will be luckier. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for tonight. I will catch you back tomorrow. Same hour, same channel. I mean, pretty much same hour, I would say.